Hey Legionnaires, and welcome back with some more Rise of Mordor for you today, and this is a glorious 3v2 siege battle for you. Today we have Dol Guldur here. As you can see, they're actually capturing a gate currently, while also having these towers destroyed, so I imagine they may have lost some men there. Actually, they didn't lose too many, so they're quite lucky there. But yes, we have Isengard and Dol Guldur over here actually, both coming through this gate here, and I believe the other third army is the Eastlings, so I haven't actually seen them yet. As of yet, so that is going to be an interesting one. They are facing today the Elves of Lindon and the Kingdom of Gondor. So we have a good versus evil showdown here, a classic sort of showdown, good versus evil. On this map, which I actually can't remember. I think it's like something HILLTOP. I actually can't remember what this map is. It's quite an old one that I don't often see getting played because, I mean, well, it is like just choke point after choke point. And you certainly have to play it with like ridiculously smaller armies, like a good versus evil sort of like scenario kind of works. Like the defender has to have a really small army, I feel like, to kind of balance it out. And as you can see here, there is 2,300 defenders against just under 6,000 attackers. So I mean, the odds are certainly not with the forces of good, but they have the quality here available to them. You can see they've got their shipwright nobles here, ready to go. I mean, these guys look awesome. They really, really do. And just look at that. They look amazing. That really looks... I don't know. Don't know how to put it into words. It looks amazing. I mean, you can see we're all going to see some Guldur Glaives maybe going straight in. And, I mean, they're already under fire already from archers up on that, like, little ridge up there. And as you can see here, they come... Wait for the charge. And in go the Guldur Glaives. And, I mean, the shipwright nobles, they are a nasty unit. This is like the most elite unit that Lindon has available to it. Bar maybe those pole arms. Those Noldorian nobles, which are pretty new. But apart from that, I would say that is a very, very elite unit. And talking about those pole arms, the Noldorian nobles, there they are. They're just getting ready. Maybe they're already going in there. That's kind of surprising. I know that they only have one of this unit, so I mean, sending this unit in now is a bit of a risk. I mean, obviously, like, this is when the enemy has most of their archers. But I mean, in fairness, the archers available are Merc with trackers. I don't know if... actually, no, there's some Mordor rabble bow here. There's an artillery, actually. So, I mean, that's the only thing that could possibly cause any issues is the artillery. And still, we'll need to send it in because you can see these Guldur Glaives are getting destroyed by the shipwright nobles. They don't really need to send in these Noldorian nobles. But they're going to anyway. But if you're enjoying seeing Rise of Mordor on the channel at the moment and you'd like to see some more good versus evil combat, or maybe good versus good, or evil versus evil, whatever. If you just want to see some more Rise of Mordor siege action, then do remember to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and a comment to show your support. As always, guys, thank you for the support recently as we work towards 4,000 subscribers. We're very, very close, like 200 away. So if you haven't already and you'd like to support the channel, please do subscribe. And as you can see here, these Noldorian archers have some really nice angles up here. They've got, like, if they engage this spear unit here, they can just shoot straight into the flank. I mean, they're shooting, like, directly into the back, into the face of those Noldorian, not Noldorian, those Guldur blades or glaives. Actually, it's probably the worst option for them. There's actually not even them there anymore. These Noldorian nobles do not need to stand here. They're just facing Mordor rabble. Get them out of here. They just captured another tower. I mean, that's just... Every time they do that, they're going to lose a couple of guys each time because, well, archer fire from, like, the tower. And also, when they collapse, they kill units. So, I mean, you need to keep that in mind. And you can see here, Uruk-hai Raiders now going in. Pretty sure they changed the name from Uruk-hai Scouts to Raiders. They're facing the Noldorian Spears, and they are not going to get broken through anytime soon either. This is like a light sword, light melee against heavy spear. That's just going to be easy kills here for the elves. One thing that I did realize that it's a shame that the defenders don't have is any supply barrels, because I mean they are going to obviously have to rely on archers, and you can see that like archers in this more recent update do like go through their ammo a lot quicker. Like these guys are going to be able to fire really, really quickly. They fire like several volleys off every like minute, and here you go. Here's another volley, wasting some more of that expensive ammo. I mean, it's not expensive, but you know what I mean. Expensive in a way. Yeah, they're shooting up onto this wall here. They're trying to, like, these Merc trackers. I don't really know how much damage they're really going to do from here. And it looks like they're going to try and they're trying to shoot down onto those spears, which honestly, I wouldn't waste ammo shooting these archers. It's kind of a waste of time. They have a trebuchet over here though, dude. The defenders, that'll be very useful. This thing's just been throwing like shots into probably like the big blobs down there. You can already see Mordor rabble breaking as expected. That Guldur glaive is now back in there and is losing as well. Already seems like there's not a lot over here by Dol Guldur, to be honest. Seems like the main force might be coming up this way, as you can see here now. All is going off. We have another like trebuchet here ready. I love like the trebuchet like is in this game. It looks so cool, and with like all the Gondor crew, looks really really cool. Looks like just from the movies, really. And like we have all the Gondorian archers on the wall as well. They look awesome. Got some Penethgillen spears here ready to go as well. They're going to be faced with some Varag warriors first. So yeah, here are these things actually. They're all the way over here. I thought they were like maybe like hidden in the forest or something, waiting to come out. But no, they are here with I think with the remains of Dol Guldur. I think there is some Dol Guldurs on both sides. So we're going to see a much more elite army, I'd say. Like that is what these things can bring. Look at these Mirkwood trackers breaking 190 men. That is not good. But yeah, these things will bring up a much more elite army. I mean, they've got to go through a lot of traps, which is a bit annoying. They're going to lose a fair few men doing that. Guldur glaives down here certainly will be an issue for them. But yeah, so I mean, that is going to be the issue. Also, I mean, the shock infantry from Dol Guldur and from the Eastlings. You can see some Varag warriors there. They are going to be able to like do some good work on this wall, I'm sure. Like in close confines, shock infantry will do a very very nice job. And here we have some Loki and Macemen dropping onto the wall now to face some Gondor soldiers. Actually, they're not really engaging. There you go, there you go. The shouts of war erupt as the Loki Rim arrive on the walls. Those archers though, they're getting stuck. They might want to get back. They're already getting through a lot of their ammo. Gondor seems to have spent a lot more of his ammo already, and he's like barely faced any of this army. I mean, there's still things like Lokirim halberdiers come up, shock infantry that we yet to see. Guldur glaives getting really beaten up by those traps. It's not good. Oh jeez, that was a bad shot there though by the trebuchet. That's just hit friend and foe. Those shipwright nobles were looking really healthy and really good, and then all of a sudden a trebuchet just comes through and kills like so many of them. You can see all the bodies down there. Jeez. Poor guys. These guys are still doing okay. They seem to be holding on. They're now facing some champions of Dol Guldur, so a much more elite shock infantry. And again, you can see wavering already. I think these archers down here are like getting through their ammo quite nicely. And yeah, they're really burning through. I mean, we already see some Noldorian nobles starting to die as well. It's a bit of a bad sign there. They're actually getting shot at now. I'd honestly just get them back. I don't know what else the elves have. Actually, not really anything. Like, this is it. Their general's an Noldorian noble actually as well. They have like a sword unit here. They might want to think about pulling that back. Because the elves actually, to be fair, have very little like else going on. If this shipwright noble here breaks, they're kind of out of stuff. Gondor might need to send some swords over. I don't know. Who knows? We've got spears on the wall here. Gondor is not going to win this fight. These spears will not stop the Varag warriors. Even though they're the lower tier shock of the Eastlings, Penethgillen are a very mid-tier spear unit. And spears don't do well against shock, as you know, if you are accustomed to this mod. It's nice to see a different color though with Gondor. Like got bright green. Everything's usually in that their silver. Oh yeah, I don't know what the Gondor player just did there. He gave like some sort of order, and that just like maybe an attack order, and these guys just like started charging in, and they got a lot of their units killed just there and then. So yeah, I can see the Varag warriors winning there. You can see it already. Gondor is ready and waiting for the inevitable like swords to like Varag warriors, sorry, to just come down the wall. But I mean, they could just come behind them. They could just sneak down here, get down, and you can see he's got more swords ready for that eventuality. Guldur glaives now on the wall over here, also along with the well, apparently so. Maybe they're not. No, maybe it's just these things. The Guldur glaives maybe. Oh no, they're here. They are here. They're sneaking around the wall though. Look at that. It's whether that's what the forces of evil got to do. They've just got to find as many. Oh yeah, artillery coming in now. That was a really nice hit. Look at that! All of those elves dying. They burnt alive. You can see like the phantoms in here. You can see archers already been sent in. So I guess the elves aren't too bothered about firing through their ammo because they're going to need to send the troops into combat pretty soon afterwards. The shipwright nobles are barely holding the line now. Need those Noldorian nobles. Yeah, there they are. They're back. They're actually pretty beaten up, down to 49 men. I think they're being focused by artillery. Dol Guldur very much in there with his phantoms. An unbreakable unit of the phantoms, since they are undead. So they will fight to the last man. Or the last ghoul. What would you call them? They're not men. Undead. The last undead they'll fight to. Yeah, that artillery over there, I think that's Isengard's. Yeah, he does not care about friendly fire. He's like, orc lives don't matter. We'll kill them as well, the elves. But yeah, I mean, maybe they will eventually matter when you start to run out of reserves. Because, I mean, all that they have outside us now is that general. Everything is kind of committed for forces of good and evil, really. They've got some Uruk-hai infantry here. That's about it that's left. They're really blobbing up here. They probably don't want to do that. They probably want to attack on multiple fronts. Try to, just stretch this tiny fence as much as possible. You've got some wraiths over here, actually, sneaking around from Dol Guldur. These guys are going to come around and maybe attack these citadel guards here. There was some archers set up ready to support them. They actually are here. You can see some Noldorian archers, but they are kind of getting ready, I think, for the eventuality of when they're going to have to fall back. You can see the shipwright nobles are doing just that. Looks like the elves are maybe falling back, or maybe they're sending more over to Gondor's side. Gondor seems to be having a bit more of an issue with this defense. You see these Gondor swords on the walls having a hard time facing these Gondor glaives. They're actually losing. Like they're busy fighting the Eastlings on one side, and then you turn around and they're like, oh god damn it, we're fighting the orcs on the other side. Like, who would you rather die to? I think I can make my decision. I won't want to die to one of these guys, because they'd eat you. They want that man flesh. Gondor, on the other hand, is pretty much, pretty stuck there. And you can see now that they're getting Merkwood trackers onto the wall. I'm kind of surprised that Dol Guldur was the one responsible for bringing all the archers. Like, at least the Eastlings have like better archers, as do Mordor. Not Mordor, Isengard. Sorry. Where did I get Mordor from? I don't know. If Mordor was here, might be an issue, to be honest. They have some pretty good units. Good pole arms. Would be useful to counter those Noldorian nobles. God, this mod is just beautiful. Look at that, with the fire going on in the background. Looks awesome. And fire goes out just as I say that. Yeah, these Uruk-hai raiders are just not going to break through. As I already said, light melee infantry against very heavy spears. Spears don't even realize they're probably being hit. This cavalry over here, this could be quite useful. Summons the eye. As long as it doesn't get focused down by stuff, it's got a chance. They may have wanted to send shock infantry this way, like against these Noldorian archers. There's Noldorian archers and spears in here. Okay, it's like a mix of two things. Yeah, there are actually. There's two units in here. I did not realize. The wraiths over here, I don't know what they're doing. Don't know what they're doing at all.
Enemy forces have destroyed
and a gate has been destroyed. So there you go. So it looks like we're going to see the Eastlings now go through the gate. And Gondor's ready. It's got some spear infantry ready here. Your men of Gondor, whatever comes through that gate, you will stand your ground. Now we just need some trolls to come through. And then that'd be brilliant. Knocking these guys down. I can't wait for that. That quote will come very much in use when trolls start to go through gates and just smash up defenses.
The enemy refuses to admit defeat. Their unit has rallied.
Gondor's swords on the wall here are getting chewed up. They really are. Gondor might need to just start thinking about defending maybe this last cap point, because honestly, like, there's so many places that the evil forces now can just land off. And I also think the elves are probably going to win their side. They are like routing everything. They're losing here. How are the polearms doing? Are they in there? They are. These polearms seem to be doing okay. They are hard to kill, I've been told. They're really hard to kill, and I can probably confirm that. When I've played with them, they are really hard to kill. All the elves really bloodied up. Looks really nice. It really, really does.
General.
General's under attack. Oh, it's the Noldorian nobles. Okay, I think he's getting focused down by archers. I mean, again, I don't think it's really going to do much in, like, the grand scheme of things. I think it's just... Actually, I don't even know. I presume it would just be the Mirkwood archers. Got some glaives up here. They're losing to... Oh, to the shipwright nobles. Yeah, these guys are just going to rip through them. Do not expect anything less than that, to be honest. I forgot they had this fresh unit, so the elves are pretty set, to be honest. We've got a Citadel Guard over here, so this is an elite spear unit for Gondor. This is their most elite spear. This is holding the line. I mean, yeah, they should rip through these wraiths, to be honest. Easy kills for them. I mean, that's 125 kills easily there for the Citadel Guards, because again, the Wraiths, another unit that will will go to the last man. They are unbreakable, being another undead unit. Got some Fountain Guard here. They might be needed over here, to be honest, like to hold back some of these choke points, because I don't know whether the Gondor Sword Infantry alone is capable of stopping all this stuff, because, well, they haven't managed it on the walls, put it like that. They seemed pretty incapable there. Still waiting for them to like come through the gate of Gondor. I don't think they really are. I think it's just a distraction. And what have we got on the wall here? Varric Bowmen. Okay, start off some Eastling Bowmen. I'm glad to see this. Because these guys are pretty good in combat, and they're also a decent shot. So, I mean, they're a very useful unit to have. So they can start shooting down maybe like generals, other archers. I mean, these archers are out of ammo, so it doesn't really matter what they do. But yeah, you certainly want to use these guys as best as possible. Well, they good. I mean, I wouldn't shoot onto any of these Gondor infantry down here. They're showing your face, their face to you. Gondor over here is losing, but so are most of these other units. Loki and Maceman wavering, losing. Gondor Glaives losing as well. Glaives, honestly, I feel like just act as melee infantry. They don't really, like, they're not the greatest shock infantry in the world. Because you can spam so many of them out, that's why. It's not like a limit on them like most of the shock has, which is really strong. Kind of a sign of its weakness is that you can just spam it out. Over here, I mean, Settlements Ablaze, yeah, it's a 10%, so -1 morale for the defenders. Don't think that's really going to make a difference. I mean, look at these guys. They're getting, like, focused down. I mean, it is by Mirkwood trackers, so in fairness, I don't think it's the end of the world. Or it's even worse, Mordor bow rabble. But yeah, these Noldorian nobles are just, like... A nicely played here. He's going to put them in his, like, Noldorian spear line, so it'll be even harder to kill them. And now he's got some archers that can hold the line. These archers should do just fine. And they got there just in time, just as like the hordes of Isengard arrived. Isengard and Dol Guldur anyway arrived, and they thought they could get through this choke point. They're having a really hard time. So many elves died here though to like hold this breach point. They just don't want to attack these spears, which is fairly smart because, well, they are going to be hard to kill. How many of those... I want to look how many of these Noldorian nobles are still alive. Only one more has died since, like, that last... they've been shot at. Cavalry coming in here now. I mean, this is a good charge into archers. Can't go wrong there. Yeah, I mean, it's elven archers, so that's the only issue. They are, again, very heavy bows. And you can see that the general's actually getting pretty focused down. He is dropping quite quickly. He's going to go for another charge, though. Jeez, yeah, that was... a pretty nasty charge, but every volley is like pretty bad right now. And also, since they can fire so much quicker, like cavalry, like heavily armored cav like this will get focused down much quicker. But these Noldorian nobles, man, they are just like taking an absolute pounding. And yeah, they brought their nobles back over to stop those cavalry charges from happening. The Mirkwood trackers, the Mordor bow rabble, I should say, still persistent, still firing, and they're wavering. Why are you wavering? Are you being shot at by archers or something like that? Getting shot at by a tower, but that's about it. Over on this side, as you can see, it looks like Dol Guldur is being forced back. As are these things, obviously. I don't know. I mean, they're kind of winning here, actually. They're doing quite a good job here. This is the... oh, Loki Rim archers here, so they did bring a fair amount of archers then. I was going to say... Yeah, they're firing nice into the flank there, you can see. Getting some really nice kills. But you have, like, the spears here just winning easily. I mean, that's a surprise. You don't see this usually. But I think these Varag warriors are pretty tired, pretty depleted. But spears beating shock, it's still a bit of a surprise. Still a bit of a surprise. The pole arms now coming in. Oh, and the oil! And on the general as well. No. This general needs to get out of here. He's just going to get destroyed. He will not break through this. And I've got Citadel Guard here. Yeah, they are getting like... Well, I say that. They're not really getting burnt now. Most of the unit that's like left is safe inside the gate. What happened to the other Citadel Guard? Is it still okay? Yeah. I'm surprised they killed that many of the Wraiths. Hey, they got them down to 82 men. Winning slightly. Look at the flag bearer. He's like, yes, challenge me. I dare you. I have a massive flag on a pole. Waving that around. Yeah, it looks like the elves are going to hold quite happily. I mean, they've still got infantry here, though. It's a concern. I mean, once they get through this Noldorian noble, though, the archers here, they've got another one. They've got the general to then kill. Who's fresh. They still have some artillery. I mean, they want to be able to use this to like unlock choke points. They could retreat their units, fire the artillery onto this Noldorian noble, certainly weaken it a bit more. Archers here, they were getting a little bit aggressive. Yeah, they need support from their pole arms if they want to carry on this push. Here they come. And they're kind of out of formation of these elves. These Noldorian nobles are not in formation. They may get picked off here. Enemy general dead. I presume that's the Eastling one. Yeah, getting burnt alive. Yeah. His unit carries on, but he is dead. So that is a bad sign because I don't know how much of the, like, I feel like the Eastlings had a fair amount of assets left, maybe. They have more Loki-Rim like landing. They have the halberdiers. And they got all those archers. Yeah, Gondor's actually done quite a good job in holding this side. He is nearly out of troops though. Like he had these Fountain Guard left, but I mean, he's short on troops like that. Oh, this is his general. That's why it's a Citadel Guard there in the breach. Fair enough. Over on this side, the elves are like, yeah, been hanging on with like the same few units. These elves, elven archers and halberdiers here have been through a lot, and I mean a lot. These guys have just seen so much archer fire, so many charges from cavalry, infantry, you name it, they've seen it. I imagine we're going to see some artillery in a moment. Is Honor just firing at something? Not quite sure what. That general's just about alive himself, Summons the Eye. Is he actually alive? Yeah, he is. Just about. And we have the White Installments here for Isengard. I mean, this is an elite unit. This might be able to break through one of the choke points. It's just what they, like, how far can they get? And, I mean, they have plenty more reserves. Oh, that's a really nice hit there. Firing into and killing a fair few of those elves. Every, like, Noldorian noble that dies is a win for the attackers. They are actually falling back. They're going to give ground. They maybe defend this ramp. 2 spears. There you go. They're going to give ground, though. Realize that maybe... Well, this is untenable, in fairness. All they can do is send up more archers or more pole arms. Which they could, I guess. Shipwright nobles on this side have actually pushed all the way around after beating those glaives. They pushed all the way around and are now coming up here. And they're now going to face some Loki Rim. Again, I think they should be able to win this. These Shipwright nobles like are really nasty. And I mean, these units are so elite now because they're like so much smaller in size. The cavalry got in. Oh, it did. Oh, and they put the spears back. They changed their mind. They actually brought the spears back to where they were. And the general's broken. But he did punch through. Oh, and that, I presume that's Gondor's general. Yeah, Gondor's general has died. Oh, he's got surrounded. I did not realize. Oh, Gondor is in a bit of trouble, you know. I thought he'd finished the job. No, I think he might be able to break. This has been like backwards and forwards. I thought this side was finished. I thought once like that, like the Eastling general was gone, they were like, yeah, they were finished. But no, so see these Varag bowmen here, literally firing like directly downwards. They've been murdering these Citadel guards. I mean, the Wraiths now in here. They managed to like win their fight here, and they've like got past these pole arms here, and they're into the backs of this general, and they've done a lot of damage. Gondor might break, and then those halberdiers can get inside. They can help combat these Noldorian nobles. This is whether they can. I mean, you can see they're now going to get sandwiched themselves after the general of Gondor's been sandwiched. The wraiths are now getting sandwiched, but they're not going to allow it. I think they might go over and deal with these spears. Yeah, I mean, the Noldorian nobles are pretty quick themselves. They're a quick, like, polearm unit. Can maneuver very quickly, even in, like, their phalanx formation. They will, like, turn around on, like, do a 180 to turn very, very quickly, put it like that. And we've got the wraiths in here now. I don't see these guys holding long now. No general, surrounded, low on army numbers. Holding, not wavering yet. Oh, and actually, I didn't realize the cap points under contestment, like being contested. Varric bowmen down here. Did they have another Varric bowman then? They did. They had more bowmen than I thought they did. And they sent it in while it had ammo, and it's losing to Noldorian archers. That makes sense. That makes sense. And the gate's been taken. Look at this. They could just march in through the gate. Well, actually, well, I say that. It's held by Lindon still. So no, they can't. We're about to see some... oil! No, look at that. It just reduced the halberdier unit to nothing. Well, not to quite to nothing, but about half strength. I mean, he's going to be able to capture the gate, great, but, like, there's nothing left to come in. They should have at least waited for the, like, Varric bowmen to, like, get off the wall. They could have captured it. And then those halberdiers would not have had an issue. Like, they need to send the other Varric bowmen over here to, like, come and deal with this this Noldorian archer, because these Varric bowmen want to get out of ammo, like, get out of combat so they can use their ammo. Over on the other side, the elves, they're doing okay. I mean, it's just the same old, same old. Like, a tiny little force is holding back, what, so much more, though. It's getting very close now. I mean, it's still balanced power, not looking good. 500 against 1,200, not good. The halberds here, though, doing quite well. They're chopping through these wraiths as expected. But in go the halberdiers of the Loki Rim. I don't know how well they'll do because they have no general and they've just like burnt half their unit as well. I mean, they killed an elf up there. They're killing quite a few elves. I would have thought these... I mean, they're still winning even though it's being surrounded. It's not a good sign. If they kill this elven general, though, there's hope because most of the other elves like tied up down there. We've got some Citadel guards which won over here against the wraiths in that little corner up here. They've now won their fight and they're able to return. And I mean, just... Oh, the Varric bowmen are now winning. Kind of surprised at this. What is going on? They break? No, the Noldorian arch is getting out of there. You can see the Citadel guards now arriving as well. In they go. Chop them down. It really could go either way at this point. Really, really could. I honestly do not know. Oh, and they broke through the center. Finally, Isengard has broken through. He can now surround these units if he chooses to. I honestly would just get these elves off the battlefield. I mean, this unit over here is on a 38 men. It surely will go soon. It's been holding back like so much. I mean, you've got Uruk-hai infantry, bow rabble in here. Like, each faction seems to be just pulling out more and more units from anywhere. Just like, I thought Isengard was out of troops, but then he's still got like Uruk-hai infantry here, fairly healthy 103 men going in. And this Uruk-hai infantry here, 139. They're looking healthy. Send them in, boys. Kill these elves. Kill these pesky elves. They've been in Middle-earth far too long. It's now the time of the Uruk. Oh, and they've taken the point. Oh dear. So the Varric warriors actually did manage to take the point. Even though they like the Citadel guards is literally standing on it. These Fountain Guard might want to start thinking about retreating. How do they like... How are they just like happy to stand here? I guess they're ready for like the doom of the elves. They realize what's coming. They need to... All they can rely on is like, well, this. And some other Noldorian nobles have won their fight. These Loki Rim up here... Are they stuck or something? I don't know. I think they might be... No, they're not stuck. They could get off this gate over here. They could get off any of them. There's that tower. Varric Bowman breaking, though. So they are going to recapture the point. But it's going to be a seriously close finish. There you go, they've broken those Varric Bowmen, and now it's just down to facing like Isengard, I think, mainly left. Yeah, he's not got much though. Yes, I think this is all Isengard. And there is a little bit of the Eastling force up here on the wall, but actually there's a little bit over here as well, still fighting. So the Elves have another sword unit here that they could hopefully free up. This is a fairly even fight. I honestly thought that the Eastlings would have lost by now. Surprised they haven't.
The men are broken and running for their lives.
There you go. I think that's the last defense of the Elves down here over. Yeah, they held here a long time. Look at the bodies. Like, the sacrifice of the Elves to hold back so many Orcs. Ridiculous. I mean, they did basically beat Dol Guldur down here. I know he was also over there, but like, the force that was here is all entirely gone. It's just Isengard left now. So, I mean, the Elves done a really, really good job. I'm sure they've got some insane kills. But they have got a bit of an issue, because how do they get through this this Fountain Guard defense? With no archers. And no artillery either. They might be in trouble. They are going to have to rely on, well, this maybe this Eastling unit here. Maybe to, like, come down, attack stuff in the rear. I mean, you've got the Mordor rabble now in here. They're not going to be able to do anything. Look at them, just getting gunned down or stabbed down. So many died. Nice easy kills there for the Fountain Guards to start them off. Now they've got to just deal with a bit more heavily armoured stuff. And, well, they still got more pole arms if they break through them, because there's the Noldoran nobles. But they're still trying to chase down these macemen, which I just think should try and like get to the wall, and then like maybe make a dash, like off the wall and like attack the Fountain Guard in the rear. I don't know. Obviously the Elves will probably see this. They kind of have to rely on a few things, like the Loki winning here, but they're not going to, because if they'd won, then they could have possibly like drawn away some units. But you can see the Elves are setting up more archers. Looks like they're going to come off the wall here as well. The Eastlings. I mean, the Elves will just engage them again. And yeah, as you can see, Isengard's just throwing himself at the pikes now, because he's got nothing better to do. If only he brought some of his own famous Isengard pikes, they would have been very useful. I don't know if we're about to witness a pull through here, but like, there's a lot of Uruks are getting quite close to the front line. I know some do fight at the front line, but maybe... Yeah, I don't know. No, I think it's okay. Isengard realizes his doom. It'd be so good if like these things could now recapture the point somehow. If they beat this general, just recapture the point. That would put a little bit of worry in the hearts of men and Elves. And you can see they're going to sneak around. They're going to probably just try and go for the backs of these pikes. Honestly, I'm not sure what the Elven general's doing. He should just, yeah, be shadowing. Or just, like, yeah, make a double back and just have, like, your backs to the Fountain Guards. So then you just, like, got back-to-back pikes. Obviously, that then leaves the point open, but it's a risk you got to take. Look, these Elves are just catching up with the Loki Rim. That's insane. The Polar unit is keeping pace, if not outpacing these guys. And there you go. They've defeated the Loki Rim here. I don't know if they're wavering. They're not breaking. Oh, there they go. They broke. And now it's just down. Oh, there is like one Loki Rim left. I was gonna say it's now just down to the to Isengard. But Isengard is losing because the Fountain Guard are winning. I mean, there's nothing they can do. It's a shame this is how the battle's going to end. It was such a good fight. Like, everyone's fought really hard. All done their bit. Dol Guldur being like the mass bodies, just like soften up the defenses, kill as many as possible. Isengard taking a bit more slow and measured approach. And then these things on the other side killing Gondor's general. That's a huge win. So look at these Citadel Guard ready and win. Once you break through these pikes, you've got to deal with them. They're going in. They're having none of it. They want to get in there and get in the fight, and that guy maybe regrets it. Citadel Guard actually losing. There you go. Kind of surprised. But a lot of units starting to like waver here now for Isengard. Starting to go, I think, yeah, also the Loki Rim is starting to break. But once those swords are freed up, that will certainly clear this up very nicely. And we've got the polearms now in for the elves as well here. Got their Noldoran nobles in there. I mean, everyone's just running at the side of the Noldoran nobles and the Fountain Guard. I would too. Two of the nastiest polearm units in the game, or pike units in the game. Look at that. Look at this. Look at these boys. Looking glorious. Really, really do look awesome. Are they back for round 2, Isengard? I think they are, yeah. Look at this. They're going to try and... No, they're just throwing themselves at the pikes again. I like that the players accepted death. And instead of just like running away, making it a bit awkward for the defenders, he's just going to accept death and just charge into this line of... Look at that line. Line of pikes and polearms. Archers going in as well. I love the officer unit for the archers. He's got his sword and shield. And there you go, the shipwright nobles now coming over, and that is going to be the battle. It looks like the elves and the men are going to hold 250 men against 185. They've done an insanely good job. I did not expect them to win, to be honest. But there you go, there's the power of the elves and of Gondor. So we'll end the replay and have a look at some of the end results quickly. So yeah, this one was sent in by RZA, who was playing as Lindon. His ally was Black Eye, who was playing as the Kingdom of Gondor. We then have Lorwat playing as Dol Guldur, Cupperdance playing as Isengard, and Dictator Steve playing as Isengard here. So we'll quickly have a look at some of the kills. We'll start with RZA's army. With the elves, his general getting 320 kills, those Noldoran nobles. This shipwright nobles that was fighting in the front line for so long, 360 kills. His Noldorian spears, 413 kills. Some nice kills there. His other Noldoran nobles, 261. His archers getting 340 kills. All of them getting over 200 kills. So they did very, very nicely there. Then we have Black Eye here with Gondor. His Citadel Guard's getting 90 kills. His sword's getting 104. They seem to get minced on the wall quite easily. His Citadel Guards did very well, though, getting 295 kills. And these Fountain Guards, they took like no casualties. 283 kills, and his archers both getting 100. And then we'll have a look at Lorwat's army, who was playing as Dol Guldur. Yeah, as I kind of was thinking, he kind of was just like got thrown in, softened the blow, like just damaged the elves to allow like them maybe like Isengard to like them break through like he did. You got the Wraiths here getting 128 kills. They're actually the best. His like champions of Dol Guldur only getting 16 kills. It's a shame to see. That's a very expensive unit. His Cavalry getting 84 kills. And then we've got Cupperdance here playing as the Eastlings. He had a pretty hard time. He obviously losing his general in the gate never helps as well. But yeah, you got like Loki and Maceman here with 125 kills. Is pretty good. His Varag Warriors getting 281 kills. Lokirim Archers getting 142, and his Varag Bowman getting 141. Then we have Dictator Steve, who broke through with Isengard. I mean, his scouts got like no kills, or his raiders got like no kills. It's such a shame to see. But like White Hand Storm is getting 72 kills. Urukai Infantry getting like 44, 47. Artillery getting 38, 36. I mean, in fairness, these guys are getting like low kills because they're facing elves. Elves just like have no men in their units, so like you're not gonna like rack up hundreds of kills like the elves can facing like evil, because well, like evil have huge units, like the elves are like really small. You get like some okay kills killing Gondor because Gondor's got like that average sort of like unit size, but that's just how it is. But anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed this one. It certainly was a fun one to watch. Well done to RZA and to Black Eye for winning, and well done to the for the attackers as well. They did a very, very good job. Nearly broke through. And until next time, Legionnaires, don't forget to leave a like, subscribe if you're around here, and leave a comment if you want to see more Rise More content. And I will see you in the next one. Bye for now.